All right, so we've already talked about a very popular 6.5 millimeter cartridge, the 6.5 Grendel, and we talked about the 30 Thompson Center, which is this cartridge's parent case. You guessed it, we're talking about the 6.5 Creedmoor right now. I really like this round, and I like it because of the trajectory. I mean, it was designed to be a long range target round. It was developed between 2007 2008 when it entered production. Developed by Hornady. It's essentially a 30 Thompson Center cartridge neck down to a 264 bullet. So what you've got is very high sectional density, very high ballistic coefficient, very long, very narrow bullet, and it is not driven slow. Okay, this round trajectory wise, not power wise, trajectory wise, is every bit on par with a 300 Win Mag. Honestly, this cartridge is doing well enough that there's M110s being bought for it by DoD right now. SOCOM started using some of them a while back. This is a tremendously effective cartridge with a lot of potential, and I know a couple people that are deer hunting with it, and it is very effective for them. Granted, these people are also really good shooters, but where might you use this cartridge outside of hunting when you need the range and trajectory of a 300 Win Mag, but you don't necessarily need quite the power, quite the penetration? Because trajectory-wise, it will hang with that 300 Win Mag, but it just doesn't have the same ass behind it that the 300 does. It's also got significantly lower recoil, so if you want an understudy, right, that's going to have a similar trajectory, but it's not going to punish you quite as much, and you want to build a second gun that uses like an understudy, like a sub-caliber trainer, 6.5 Creedmoor is a really good choice if you shoot a lot of 300 Win Mag, which that's actually what got me wanting it, because 300 Win Mag is probably my favorite long-range cartridge. So me and my wife were talking about this a while back. So like when I get around to building me another bolt gun, I got to build her one too. That's kind of our rule. I get a new gun, she gets a new gun. I get a new knife, she gets a new knife. It's expensive, but that's the best arrangement I'm ever going to get because I love buying both of those. So I actually thought about building me a 300 and her a 6.5 Creed so that we could shoot on the same ranges, get similar trajectories. Right? Makes sense to me. That's all that matters. Pressure-wise, you're looking at about 62,000. You're looking at 120 grain AMAX driven at 30-20 with 2,430 pound-feet of energy. This is an impressive round by itself. Or the Hornady ELDX at 143 grain at 2710 with 2,283 pound-feet of energy. This is not a slouch. I didn't like some of the hype it was put up to when it came out, but the ballistics of this cartridge speaks for itself. I hope it's here to stay because this cartridge has a lot of potential, especially once hand loaders who like to hunt get a hold of it. You can do a lot with this as a starting point.